Monday, down. Blue 80.
Step to the mic. You're trash. You're trash.
49, check 49.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's the way you fly to the ball.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
They give to Johnson going right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Carr. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
Let's go.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards. And a Bengal first down.
White down. White 80.
Here we go. Here we go.
He's checking. He's checking. He's checking.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Here's Johnson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jay Ajayi, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Bengals 7, Texans nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 15 on it. 15 on it. Danny. 6-6.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4.
Watch his flag.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Check 25.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back to throw. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Johnson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Down. 180. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Carr now on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
To throw again. Carr. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Squeeze, double.
So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Now Carr. He's going to look deep for more. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And touchdown. DJ Moore. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
This is taken at his 4.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check 37. Check 37.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Mike 3. Mike 3.
Quit talking about it.
They'll set up to throw. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They begin the drive with Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Check 13.
Carr now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
X3.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr buying time to his left. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Steps away, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Texans take over.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one caught by Crowder. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brendan, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Switch. Check 50. Check 50. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
All day, baby.
Smith in on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd and 9 now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Get him, boys!
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Double. Mike 3. Combo. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll get this down to the 10. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now this time he'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. On third down, Dobbins, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's get it.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's get this, get this. Mike 3. Mike 3.
Coming.
0-0, Mike.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back.
Mike, watch Mike. I'm Mike. After you. I'm coming after you.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
White down. Wide 8. 57 to Mike.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Joker. Watch the shit. Hey,
and they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
It's 2nd and inches at the 48-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Tight end's right. Even.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Carr, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Let's get this.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Cut.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Check three.
On 1st down, Dobbins. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
SOS.
2nd and 5.
SOS.
Escaping the pressure and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 3. Not here.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jakeem Grant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Let's go.
That's good for a Texans first down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We're good.
To throw, it's Carr. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. Carr now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Bengals 30, Texans nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room. Check 99.
Hey, straight. Shut up.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, baby.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And an alley to run.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Defense, let's go. Shift.
Check.
Looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw here. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just...
It's caught at the 10. A big pickup of 38.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll run it with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking. Now for the point after. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go, D.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
We're good.
Carr going to throw here. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, now Carr. He completes it to Boyd. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They'll come out in the pistol. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Let's go.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And it's caught.